Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Triple R, and today we are continuing our deep dive for the first time on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and today I'm watching top moments of Johnny Depp's friend Isaac Baruch, his testimony in the defamation trial. So, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it going, shall we?
Mr. Baruch, how do you feel about what Mr. Depp has done for you?
Objection. Well, you know what? No, I'll go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. I think that's withdrawn. Go ahead. You can answer the question.
That's him laughing. I love it already. Also, if you're new to the channel, this is my first time watching these videos, so I'm learning.
Oh. Could just answer the...
Do you have any knowledge of the skills of Amber Heard with respect to putting on makeup?
Well, it can't be that good because she's got a friend who is a makeup artist who came over to do makeup, but I don't
I like this guy. Right? Is this guy from Brooklyn?
really know.
Yeah.
I
say goodbye.
I'm not understanding any of what you just did.
Okay, so now you know that Ms. Heard was...
Excuse me. I didn't
sorry?
hear the beginning of what you started saying.
I said, let's start...
He looked at me and says, I got an idea. How about I be your patron and we put together an art show, make a body of work, and then I'll throw a party and invite people and I'll sell the stuff for you and you could keep all the money.
That's
so
nice.
he didn't buy any paintings there. Instead, he offered me a complete patronship.
So what did you understand he meant by becoming your patron?
Well, he's going to financially make it possible for me to just paint every day and put together a body of work so that way then it could be sold.
Good guy. Johnny Depp's a nice friend, man.
Did you...
Well, also, I meant to say, last video, you guys were like, no, Ryan, you missed the cross-examination with Elaine and a TMZ guy. I found only a 2-minute clip. There wasn't any long clip, so it's probably just a quick thing you guys are talking about. That, you know what I'll do? I have it pulled up. I'm going to watch that at the end of this. So right at the end, when this is over, I will watch the quick clip of the Elaine getting owned by Morgan Tremaine, the TMZ employee.
did you take him up on that offer to live at the Eastern Columbia building?
Yeah, of course.
And how did that make you feel?
He's like, hell yeah, who wouldn't?
I started crying.
Aw.
Is, you know, one day you're in your mother's garage selling paintings for $100, $200, $300 on eBay. Next thing you know, it's an art show and like you don't have to worry about diddly squat. Of course.
Diddly squat.
I was flipping out.
When did you move into the Eastern
Johnny's like,
Columbia building?
The next day after we met and we talked.
And were you able to complete the paint?
So Johnny Depp met this guy, probably liked his story, immediately moved him into a beautiful building and started getting his paintings sold for good money. That's pretty awesome. Also, sorry if the volume goes up and down on this one. It's just the mics from the trial, you know?
Paintings in a few months?
No, it's after. It took me in order to make 2 large-scale paintings. It took me like almost 2 months, and I'm start freaking out. Going, I'm only got 2 paintings, and all right, I got to do 25. I said a few months, so I ended up going to Johnny's place and saying, "Hey, look, dude, this is going to take a lot longer than a few months. I could only make 2 paintings."
And how did Mr. Depp react?
He looks at me and he starts laughing and he says, "Ike, don't worry. I do not care. I just want you to paint however long it takes. I want you to paint every day."
Mr. Baruch, during your time living...
I really like this guy. You know when you could tell someone that's authentic because, you know, you're in a court, it's a big trial, but you could tell this dude is just showing his emotions already, right? Happy, sad, whatever it may be, laughing.
At the Eastern Columbia building, did you develop a relationship with the defendant in this case, Ms. Heard?
Yeah,
And did you get along with Ms. Heard?
I loved her. I fell in love with her just like Johnny fell in love with her. I fell in love with her. She's totally respectful, gracious to me. that she's got great teeth, that
He's got great teeth. This guy is funny. I saw there's a 2-hour version of this. Maybe one day I'll watch the entire 2-hour version. Maybe that's when we hit like 10K. At 5K subs on this channel, I'm going to start reacting to Rotten Mango videos that are almost 2 hours. So we got some cool things to look forward to. So make sure to subscribe.
she treated me with complete
She's
respect.
got great teeth.
Anytime I walk into the humor-wise, total locker room humor, demented humor.
Humor.
Totally laughed at, the jokes, made the jokes.
She's not having it.
Totally got along with her. Every time I walked into their place, Isaac, you want something to eat? Isaac, you want something to drink? Every time. There's only one time I remember that she didn't offer, because I walked in and she's in the kitchen at the counter and she's doing a beauty facial mask, and so she can't offer me. And I'm going, hey, is that something that can help me? And she looked at me and she goes, no. And that
might be the first time I've seen Amber Heard smile on this trial. Once again, still dressed kind of like a captain in the Marines.
And I'm laughing, and then she laughed after because she didn't realize she was making a joke. So, yeah, I loved her.
See, yeah,
And Johnny,
this guy's cool once again because he's not just like crapping on Amber Heard of the of what he knew. He's at least just giving his honest opinion, which you gotta respect.
called me, says, hey, come over, meet my girl, and so I did, and then the next day they came over to my place for the first time to see how I had set up the art studio, the lights, and just what's my painting set up and stuff, and to look at other paintings. And they walked in, and I remember the first thing she said was, I hope we didn't keep you up last night because of all the yelling.
Uh-oh.
And I looked at her and I says, no, these walls are like 3 feet thick. I don't hear diddly squat.
Diddly squat might be his phrase.
So you've known them. Did you ever see them get physically violent with each other?
Never.
Did you ever see them argue?
Yes.
How many times?
Probably like twice.
Okay. Can you describe the arguments that you witnessed?
The first argument that I remember was walking in. It was a telephone argument. Johnny's at the kitchen table and he's screaming about something, and on the other line, because it's on speaker, and he's talking with the phone at the phone. The other person is Amber. And that she's in New York, and he's at the kitchen table, and they're arguing. And he's going, who is it? Who is it? And she's saying, oh, baby, come on, please don't. What are you doing, baby? Why are you being like this, baby?
This guy has an incredible memory, and he's a really good storyteller.
And this went on for a little while, and I'm listening, and then he hangs up. She calls back again, and it's the same thing. Who is it? What's going on? Who is it? And she's saying, "Oh, come on, baby, don't be. What are you?
I'm guessing Johnny was accusing her of maybe being unfaithful.
Doing, baby?" And then hang up the phone again. The third time it happens, I'm saying there's no solution in this conversation. I grabbed the phone from him and I says, "Hey, Amber, this is Isaac. Listen, this conversation is now over." And I hung up the phone.
Wow, look at Isaac. Taking charge.
And she didn't call back again, and he went to the couch and went to bed.
There you go, Isaac.
We left the apartment, and we go walking back towards Penthouse 1, and as I'm walking back, I say to Amber, as I'm walking up, he hit you? And she goes, yeah, he threw a phone at me and hit me. And I'm looking, because I had just seen her 2 feet away, and I'm going, where? And she puts her head out. She puts her face out like that for me to look at the right side of her face. And I'm looking, but at that point also, I'm looking, and I turn around, get on the other side. We're in the doorway. So I'm on this side with the light shining this way from the doorway with the lights above.
This guy could write movies, man. He knows which way the light is shining. Once again, if you asked me what I had for dinner last night, it would take me about 30 seconds. I'm going to have to look in the trash to see what I ate.
But the sunshine, and she's got her face out like this, looking, you know, to show me, and I'm looking, and I inspect the face. I'm looking at her forehead. I'm looking at the side of her eye. I'm looking at her cheek. I'm looking at her chin. I'm looking at the other side of the face. I'm looking at the whole thing, and I don't see anything.
There's not one person. I keep getting really dark in this because I'm filming it early in the day. Sorry. There's not one person so far that I've seen testify that has said they have witnessed at any point Amber Heard have any injuries, including even her own doctor. So now we have 3 or 4 different people. Johnny, the doctor, the TMZ guy, and now Isaac. All of them. And it just doesn't seem like the type of dude that would be lying, because he already was paying compliments to Amber Heard, saying she was a great person. He liked being around her, all that stuff. I can guarantee you that if there was an injury or something on her face, a big bruise, I think this guy's the type of dude that would have went to Johnny and said, "What's going on? What the hell are you doing?" You know? And I believe he would have been telling them this right now, which is why I trust this guy, you know? There's something about that Brooklyn, you know, no nonsense mentality and personality that is is very endearing. I want to watch that. I want to watch this whole 2-hour thing one day. I'm telling you. Is that also? Do you guys want to see longer content? I feel like I'm the one saying, "Oh, I'm going to do it." Do you guys even want to see it? I love my commenters. Thank you guys for always commenting. Do you want to see 2-hour videos? That sounds like I'm being a little bit facetious. Like, I'm telling you I'm going to do it, but then what if nobody wants to watch it? But like the Rotten Mango videos are like an hour and a half long. I want to watch the Diddy trial videos. And then, like I said, there's so many videos from this trial where I'm just watching some of the best moments that are like 2 hours. But do you want to see that? You know, be honest. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. If you do, great. We'll get to it when we hit some milestones and stuff like that. But I'm sorry for making it seem like I feel like I should ask you guys first before I just do something. You know, I take your guys' opinion very, very the opposite of lightly.
I don't see anything I don't see a cut, a bruise, swelling, redness. It's just Amber's face that she's going like this and showing me. So I'm not seeing anything. I back up and I'm making a joke. I make a joke going, "Well, I don't see anything, but maybe all the beauty from one side of your face to the other side of the face is outshining everything, so I can't see anything." And she's laughed and she's, you know, smiled. And I just looked at everybody and said, "Hey, it sounds nuts." And I went and I said, "I gotta go." And I gave her a hug and kissed her on that side of the face. Kissed her on that side of the face. And then
This dude's so funny.
I left. Said goodbye.
What was her reaction when you kissed her on that side of the face?
She threw me out the building.
Nothing.
Did she flinch?
No. Well, after closing the door, Whitney, who calls me her spirit animal, came running down the hallway going, "Isaac, spirit animal," and I'm going, "Hey, listen, I'm not feeling so hot. I'm not feeling so good," and I get duck under her arms, you know.
You could tell Johnny is loving this, bro. He's tried so hard not to laugh every time this guy speaks. Johnny knows that this dude's such a character.
Stop. And I love you, but stop. And I duck under her arms and I go past, and I'm passing the other ladies, Amber and her, who she's with, and I'm looking at them. They're laughing of this whole scene, and then that was it. And then I went past, and went down and got some hot tea. It's to my back because I'm walking in, and so that's like this, and saying, "All right, hey, all right, enjoy yourself, have a good time," or whatever you're doing, you know, and go by. And I went up, and that was it. That was the second time that I saw her. And that's on Tuesday.
And did you get a good look at her face during
Oh.
that second encounter?
Absolutely. The sun's shining right on her face.
Did you notice anything unusual about her face?
Nothing. No cuts, no bruises, no swelling, no redness, no. It's Amber. It's Amber's face. After the
It's Amber's face.
weekend, around probably Monday, either Sunday or Monday, I'm on the internet and I end up seeing a picture of, it was the Friday of that week, the past week, and there's a picture of Amber wearing a black morning dress and with this brown mark on her cheek.
Uh-oh.
And that she's been to a divorce, she went to go file for divorce. That's how I found out.
Were you surprised when you saw that?
Surprised is not the word. It's like, what the hell is this? What's going on?
It's almost like Amber was living some sort of double life, you know? Like, on a Tuesday, he sees her, she looks fine, they make some jokes, she's laughing, he's laughing, and then he sees days later, she's filing for divorce, she's bruised up. You know, I can imagine being like, what did I miss here?
When did you see Ms. Heard next after that?
She knocks on my door June 3rd, Friday night, June 3rd. She knocks on my door around 11 o'clock.
That's late.
Is the next time that I see her.
And what happened when she knocked on your door on June 3rd?
I opened the door. I opened up the door, and naturally, something I'll say is, "Hey, how you doing?" To say hello. So I open up the door, say, "Hey, how you doing?" And she looks at me and she says, "I'm not feeling so hot that I made some food. Would you like to come over and eat with me?"
Interesting.
And at that point, after everything I've seen, I looked at her. I said, "Listen, me and you, we're not going to talk anymore."
Oh, what a good guy, this dude. This dude is the ultimate friend. This dude is the ultimate friend. He basically is like, "Hey, you're trying to blackmail my guy, the guy that gave me this new life." I think what she was probably trying to do was probably trying to butter him up, give him her side of this story that she's fabricating, so that she can get him on his side. And it just didn't work because my man Isaac is loyal.
After everything that I've just seen all week long, from the past week and change, listen, I'm confused, I'm angry, and I'm frustrated by everything that I've seen. And that I think the best thing is for me and you that we don't talk anymore.
Did she say anything in response?
Yes, in response to that, she looks at me and she says, "I told Johnny I don't want anything. The lawyers are making me do all of this."
Interesting.
And that's what she said.
Sounds like a cop out from her.
Did you respond to Ms. Heard?
No, what I was thinking was to me, after saying that, after she said that to me, I'm thinking to myself, "Gay cock'em yum, hey, how,
Did you see any injuries on Ms. Heard's face on June 3rd when you spoke with her?
No.
Did you ever speak with Ms. Heard again after that?
So I'm guessing, I'm sure I'll get to it at some point, that the bruise that she's talking about was some sort of makeup. Because if he saw her before and after, or, a day after and then a week after, basically, and there was no bruise both times, the odds of that is just so rare. Because bruises will, after even a week or so, they'll yellow out. You'll still be able to see something.
Well, she said to me after that, the lawyers are making me do all of this. Then I was just looking at her, and then she ended what she was saying by saying, "Well, I'm sorry you feel that way." And I closed the door and would never talk to her ever again.
Wow.
Mr. Baruch, did you have any interactions with the staff of the Eastern Columbia building about Ms. Heard's allegations against Mr. Depp?
Yes.
And at some point, did you see a security video taken in the Eastern Columbia building?
Yes.
When was that?
Sometime in June, maybe 2 weeks in or something like that. It's 2-3 weeks in.
Can you describe what you saw in that video?
Yes, I can. It was a video of Amber and Whitney.
I love how people from Brooklyn say certain words like it's not Amber, it's Amba. I love it. Amba.
Waiting at the elevator, a mezzanine level, coming from the garage, obviously, and waiting for the elevator. And Whitney does this to Amber. Pow! And hits her, like faking hitting her in the face.
What?
Going, pow! And then they start laughing.
Whoa. Do they have that footage? First of all, if you actually are going through DV and you are actually getting beat up like that, you and your friends are not going to be making fun of it. Right? The last thing you would want to do is relive it or make jokes about it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Also, we're halfway through the video already. If you're still here, you know what to do. Like the video for me. The growth on this channel has been amazing. Leave a comment at any point. You guys have been great with comments. It's been awesome. Thank you guys for all the comments. And subscribe. We just hit 4,000. We're on the way to 5,000. This is incredible. Once again, 5,000 subs is when I'm going to do my first Rotten Mango reaction to the Diddy trial. So the sooner we hit that, the quicker it'll happen. That'll be a nice long video. And yeah, thank you. I'll say this every video. I don't care if it annoys you. I just want to show my appreciation for you watching and sticking around. I'll say it until eternity. I will always be appreciative no matter what.
Did Ms. Heard react at all in that video to the fake punch that
was laughing,
you
you just
observed
said.
Whitney throw?
Yeah, she's laughing after doing it. They
just said
both, laughing at each other with each other.
Mr. Baruch, do you know who Elon Musk is?
Sure.
Have you ever seen Mr. Musk in person?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Where did you see him in person?
First time was I'm getting into the elevator.
I did not expect Elon Musk to come into this equation.
On the rooftop, penthouse level. I'm going into the elevator, and he's coming out of the elevator, going past me.
And when did that take place?
This is after May. This is sometime June. It could be July, but after May.
In that same year, 2016?
Yeah.
Crazy. That was almost
And
10
when was the
years
second
ago,
time
man.
that you saw Mr. Musk?
My goodness.
One morning, waking up and going and opening up the shades to the bedroom, and it's on the second floor, and it overlooks the balconies, our adjoining balconies, because my balcony joins with John and Amber's balcony, and that opening up the shades, I see Elon Musk going through the balcony door on their side to then walk down a common corridor that then at the end leads to a door that you walk out to the rest of the rooftop. And you go to the pool, you go to the gym and stuff. So I'm looking out, and the view out the window is of both of our balconies. So that's where I saw him.
I gotta understand what does it have to do with Elon? Like, I wonder why they're asking about Elon Musk here.
Mr. Baruch, how do you feel about what Mr. Depp has done for you?
Objection. Well, you know what? No, I'll go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. I think that's withdrawn.
Objection. Never mind. I'll override it.
Go ahead. You can answer the question.
Oh.
Could just answer the question, sir.
And the question is,
How do you feel about everything that Mr. Depp has done for you?
They got a
oh,
snort
come
laugh
on,
out of it.
it's unreal. It's, you think too much about it, you're gonna cry.
Well.
That I appreciate everything that he's done for me.
Amber's lawyers probably hate this guy. They're like, oh no, this is a disaster. This dude's so loving and so fun, and he's so appreciative of Johnny and making Johnny seem incredible.
It's like stuff you can't pay back.
Now, you know that Ms. Heard was...
Excuse me.
Ooh.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry?
hear the beginning of what you
Okay, I
started
thought he was
saying.
about to.
I said, let's start with the makeup.
Okay.
Okay. You're aware that Ms. Heard has
Miss
both
Hard.
modeled and been an actor and had been for many years before you met her, correct?
I knew she acted. I didn't know she was a model.
Okay. Were you aware that she had a commercial agreement with L'Oreal, for example?
When, now or back then?
What's your knowledge?
I don't know any of that.
He just said I didn't know she was a model, so why would he know that she was a model for L'Oreal?
Okay. Have you ever been with Ms. Heard when she has put makeup on?
I've been in the room, yeah, when makeup was getting put on her, yeah.
When makeup was being put on her, was this for some acting role or something like that?
It was an event that they were going to.
So that was somebody else applying makeup to Ms.
Yeah.
Heard, who was going to have some gala event that she was going to.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been with Ms. Heard?
Have you ever worn eyeliner, Mr. Isaac? Are you wearing blush?
In her bathroom or anything when she's applying her makeup in the morning?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with Amica cream?
What is it?
Is this a brand deal?
Amica?
Amica?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Amica
Do
cream.
you know what type of foundation Ms. Heard uses?
This is so funny. Why would he know that? Yeah, it's shade 3. It's the Jeffree Star St. Dawson palette.
No.
Do you know what type of concealer Ms. Heard
She's
uses?
got the Kylie Jenner lip kit.
No.
Do you know what type of tint Ms. Heard uses?
Elaine thinks she's cooking here, and I know what she's trying to do, but like, come on, Elaine.
I have no clue.
Do you know what types of powders Ms. Heard uses?
No.
So when you're saying
No.
that you didn't notice any makeup, would it be fair to say that you yourself are not familiar with what type of makeup Amber Heard uses on a daily basis?
I don't know what she uses on a daily basis.
That's my point. Now, the first time that you saw her, which was May 22nd,
Yeah.
Ms. Heard was there. Were you aware she was on her way to somebody else's birthday party? Not yours, but somebody else's that day.
No.
Okay. Can you tell me what her hairstyle was that day?
It's just down.
Down as in,
Just regular. She has it up now. She's got some kind of hairstyle, but no, she was no hair down, regular, no makeup, just hanging.
well, when you say no makeup, you don't know she was not wearing makeup, correct?
Elaine, bro, she's trying to be Camille so hard here, so bad. She's trying to get this like aha moment. Give it up.
For a fact?
Correct.
No.
And you don't know whether she had applied Amica cream, correct?
No, of course. How could he?
And
I
you,
didn't even know what Amica cream is.
and you don't know whether she had applied concealer or foundation or powder or tint, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, if she's going out to a party,
Yeah.
do you think she would want to have her bruise exposed?
Objection, Your Honor.
What's the objection?
Calls for speculation.
All right, I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
So, do you recall what Ms. Heard was wearing that day?
You know something? I could have sworn she had on a schmata dress.
What? What is a schmuck dress?
Hippie dress
Oh my God! I've never heard that. Just that word, bro.
at that particular time, but I could be confusing it with June 3rd. She's got this Victorian type of
She definitely likes her Victorian clothing.
long hippie dress that has embroidery And she definitely was wearing that night.
Do you have any knowledge of the skills of Amber Heard with respect to putting on makeup?
Well, it can't be that good because she's got a friend who is a makeup artist who came over to do makeup, but I don't really know.
She can't be that good because she hired someone to do it. You're cooking, Isaac.
Now, you said that on the 22nd that you kissed her on the cheek.
What day?
The 22nd, your birthday?
22nd, Sunday, yes.
Okay, so when you showed it the first time, you went like this, right? And then the next time when you said you did the kisses, you went like this. What's your typical way of kissing women when you greet them or say goodbye?
I'm not understanding any of what you just did.
Okay, so when you, well, I'll just leave it at Amber. When I take it that you would regularly kiss Amber on the cheek when you used to say hello and to say goodbye?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And tell us how you did that.
Objection,
Could you just
Your Honor.
show us how you did that?
Which time? Regularly? Oh,
Did you have a different way of kissing her on the cheek different times? Or did you have a general way that you would
This is so unserious.
greet or say goodbye to Amber with kisses?
It's a regular, you give a peck on the cheek, or, like you just touch cheeks and
Okay.
that's that.
So it's a pretty soft, it's kind of like almost a superficial one, or is it a really hard one on the cheek?
I need to pause. Elaine is so ridiculous. She's trying to be like, so did you go like this? No, you didn't. So how would you know if she wasn't in pain? If my cheek was bruised and I was, whatever, and somebody tried to kiss me on the cheek, I would immediately be like, hold on, I'm swollen here. Or like, no one does this. All right, I'll see you later. She's trying to, did you kiss her really hard?
No, it's just
Kiss on the cheek,
yeah,
it's a
you
peck.
kiss someone on the side of the cheek. I don't know, pressure-wise, what kind of talk is there?
I mean, is it just
talk?
one of these little pecks, or is it much harder?
No, it's a regular.
So
you
how
touch,
would you watch?
You
She's
touch
gonna-
and boink, and that's that.
So you think it was pretty hard? You peck her on the cheek pretty hard every time?
objection, Your Honor.
What in the
I'll
world?
sustain the objection.
Elaine, all he said is it's a normal kiss on the cheek.
Next question.
Okay.
Pause.
You also showed that you did one like this. Did you ever do a two kiss when you greeted Amber?
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Two cheeks?
No, I'm not European. I'm from Brooklyn.
No.
No, you give, Europeans do the,
All right.
both sides. Sometimes you even three. Bam, bam, bam.
But you never did that.
No, no.
And I think you testified already, you're pretty angry with Ms. Heard, right?
When?
I wrote it down that you
Oh,
were.
about the phony pictures that were taken and put in tabloids, and about the fake narrative, and about and the way she's trying to got a fraudulent DV claim to extort and blackmail a man. Yeah, that kind of got me
Pretty angry with it.
frustrated, confused, angry, upset. Yes, which is why I said the best thing for us to do is not to talk to each other.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And was it fair to say you're still angry with her?
Oh, you know something? It's 6 years.
But
It's
we just heard you
6
give your
years.
version.
Am I angry anymore? I'm not, what I am is tired, and I want this all to end. Her to go heal, him to go heal. So many people have been affected by this malicious lie that she started and she created, and it's gone out the door and around the world. And so I can't even paint anymore. I've stopped painting for the last who knows how many years, and that's affected by stuff. I'm not angry at anybody. I want the best for her to take her responsibility, heal, and move on. And for Johnny, you know, his family has been completely wrecked by all of this stuff, and it's not fair. It's not right what she did and what happened for so many people to get affected from this. It's insane.
And Mr. Baruch,
Wow, that was a powerful testimony right there. You know, he seems like the type of guy that's not going to get emotional too often. And yeah, I get exactly what he's saying. I don't think she realized what this was going to do and who and how many people get affected. And like he's saying, it's not just Johnny. It's all of his friends. It's all of his family. It's all of his supporters. It's way bigger than just 1v1 here.
This is how this happened.
I'll ask this.
Okay.
Mr. Baruch, you don't know whether Mr. Depp has committed domestic violence of Amber Heard, do you?
I never witnessed. I never saw or witnessed whatever type of claim that is being said, ever. I've
Okay.
never seen him be violent since teenagers from first meeting.
I didn't ask you that. I said you
Oh, okay. So I thought they were friends that met later in life. So he's known him for a long time. And then I guess Johnny started helping him out. Okay.
don't know whether he has committed domestic violence or abuse on Amber Heard. Isn't that correct?
That's correct. I did
Okay.
not witness any
She's trying to get him to like paint another narrative. Elaine is so annoying.
physical
Right.
violence.
But you have seen Mr. Depp use drugs as well as drink and be drunk, correct?
Being drunk and using drugs has nothing to do with TV.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now,
I've
how,
partaken.
Oh, there better be laughs about this.
you said that they were always
I would laugh to that. I've partaken.
nice to each other.
Yeah.
That's
Do
so
you
funny.
ever remember Mr. Depp referring to Amber with the term cunt?
Jesus.
Like to her face?
No, to you. Calling her a cunt to you.
Maybe in a text.
All right. Did he do it more than once in a
Oh,
text?
I would have no recollection of that. I mean, he's called me a cunt in a text. So I mean, it could be I don't know how many texts. If there's something specific, if you could show me a text,
Oh, my
that would be a different story. I don't. You know.
Oh, man. The audience. Look at this girl. This girl, she can't believe it.
We've had many texts
Why is she making that face the whole time? Is she okay?
together. Many kind. You know.
Oh, my God. Wait. She's got to know she's on camera, right? Because she's doing the full.
I'm not understanding the question. Say it again.
Do you recall Mr. Depp ever telling you that he hoped that Amber Heard's rotting corpse is decomposing in the fucking trunk of a Honda Civic?
What?
Objection.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
You can answer the question, sir.
Yeah, I say yeah. I'm seeing it here, so obviously, yeah, it was said.
Okay.
It was written.
Oh, my God. All right, hold on. So now, that was crazy. Hold on. Okay, don't leave yet because I'm going to do the bonus thing here where I'm going to watch the bonus clip of the clapback here. This is Johnny Depp trial, ex-TMZ witness shocks gallery with clapback and Amber Heard's lawyer. Look, I could have just made a separate video for this and drug it out, and it's a 2-minute video. I'm just going to put it at the end of this. I'm not going to try to waste your time with another one.
Now,
If you're still here, and you haven't liked the video yet, come on now. If you haven't subscribed yet, come on now. Come on. Make sure to turn those notifications on, by the way. Turn on those post notifications. I'm telling you, because here's why. Sometimes YouTube won't show you a video. Straight up. If you're not subscribed with post notifications on, you will miss videos. I guarantee you. There are a lot of people that have not even seen any of my body cam videos, and they are going under the radar. The body cam videos are really funny and really entertaining, I promise you. And some of them are pretty deep. So please check those out. Make sure you have the notifications turned on. That's what I ask, if that's okay. And keep the comments coming. Here you go. Bonus video. Here comes the Elaine cross-examination.
If you don't have information that's helpful to this case, then you wouldn't be a witness, correct?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Sustained. Sustained. Next question.
I'm not aware.
Okay, you know this case is being televised, right?
I am aware that there are cameras.
And so this gets you your 15 minutes of fame, doesn't
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
it? I can ask that question.
Not Elaine. Not Elaine. Coming at him for 15 minutes of fame.
Ruled.
So I stand to gain nothing from this. I'm actually putting myself kind of in the target of TMZ, a very litigious organization, and I'm not seeking any 15 minutes here. Though you're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
Ooh.
Argumentative, don't you think?
Oh, hardly.
Look at this guy. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at the... Bro, just like this dude.
I find that to be purely logical. Thank you.
Now, are you aware that Mr. Depp's attorneys were well aware of the TRO that was going to be presented on May 27th?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
I knew she was going to object that.
Were you aware of that?
Lack of foundation.
No, overruled if you can answer it.
Can you restate the question?
Were you aware that Mr. Depp's divorce attorneys were aware that Amber Heard was going in to seek a TRO on May 27th?
I don't think I understand the question. I don't think so, no.
Okay.
kind of a
Do you
complicated
know whether Blair Burke, one of Mr. Depp's divorce attorneys, had a very close relationship with TMZ at that time?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Overruled. If he knows.
I was not aware of that.
Okay. And when you said that you were dispatched twice, once to film Amber in a parking lot for the deposition, and then it didn't work out, and so you had to do it another time, how did you know it didn't work out?
Because TMZ.com posted an article saying as much.
Okay.
And I was not dispatched.
Do you
I
know
worked in the office.
why the deposition did not work out?
I'd have to reference the article, I forget.
So do you know?
I didn't write that story. I wasn't involved in the actual
Do you know
journalism of that.
which side? Do you know which side would have known?
She's trying to get... Dude, it's so funny. He's like almost answering her like to belittle her. Like, I don't know. Also, I wasn't there. Okay, also I'm in the office. Okay.
Or not known whether that deposition was going to work out. In other words, the people
I
representing
love it. He does the eyebrow raise. He squints.
Mr. Depp or the people representing Ms. Heard.
I wouldn't know.
Yo, that comeback was so freaking funny. All right, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday is my upload schedule. I hope you are enjoying the videos. Thank you to all the new subscribers and future subscribers. I appreciate you. That's it for me here on Triple R Ryan's Reactions. I'll see you later. Peace out.